What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the latest update in Cold War Year 2, the mystery with Fuze after Season 6, and even some very strange rumors. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and make sure you have notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Cold War Year 2, Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and any other future Call of Duty as well. This past week, it was pretty hectic. Thank you for all the support on the recent live streams and all the videos, of course. I posted a major video regarding the brand new Warzone map, Fortune's Heap, in which we went over all secrets, Easter eggs, and quests that you could do on the map, along with all 8 challenges as a part of the Mercenaries of Fortune limited time event. I also made a video talking about all Easter eggs of Shield Number Reborn, including all the side quests, which not many people are really talking about. But first, definitely foremost, as you guys are aware of, Season 6 introduced us to a brand new character known as Fuze. He's a part of the Warsaw Pact, and of course, a bit of Perseus, since he was helping Stitch with planting bombs all over Verdansk. And the thing about this is that the Season 6 outro cutscene doesn't really give us any hints as to what happened to all the new villains introduced throughout the 6 seasons of Cold War. What happened to all of Stitch's new allies? Well, as I brought up in my recent video where we talked about the new Kitsune bundle in Year 2, I'm like, you know what, maybe they left it open-ended so that they could explore these characters yet again in Black Ops 2024 or whatever other Call of Duty game Treyarch is working on. Or we could also speculate that the cover art for Season 6 of Warzone from Black Ops Cold War kind of gave us a hint that they all went at it over in Verdansk, and obviously who actually came up on top was Mason and his crew. So maybe that's what that art was trying to depict, but it's still a bit unclear. Now, what is interesting though to me is that the post-launch story of Cold War may have actually done wonders for the future of the Treyarch canon, because what they might have done here with Cold War is said, okay, instead of wasting time in the next Black Ops game introducing all these new characters, Stitch, all of his allies, we've already done that work through the Cold War post-launch story, so that our next campaign in whatever other game they're working on could just jump right into things and follow up with wherever Season 6 left off here with the Cold War story. Now, that would honestly be one of the most unique things we've ever seen from a new Call of Duty campaign, and I think it would be the first time they've actually attempted this, where they waste no time doing a bunch of build-ups and backstory and flashbacks for new characters and just jump right into the action because they've already done all that work through a post-launch story of their previous game. And although you might think, oh, well, that's kind of gatekeeping the story a little bit since it's requiring people to have to follow up on the Black Ops Cold War post-launch story, well, Treyarch also re-uploaded all of the post-launch cutscenes and called it the full movie, so you could very easily just watch that while you're on the toilet and boom, you're caught up on whatever it is you need to know with Black Ops 2024. And I also think, considering the shortcomings of Vanguard and the popularity still being relatively low for that game, I think that's why they're still pivoting towards a more Black Ops centric story for the post-launch Vanguard experience. It is not a mistake that they went ahead and kicked off the Vanguard post-launch story with a cutscene of Butcher meeting Mason and his crew in Verdansk 84, coincidentally just right after the Season 6 outro cinematic cutscene. So I think without a doubt, considering all of the flash forwards we've been getting in the Vanguard story, where we started off in the late 40s, then the early 50s with Monarch, and now we're in the late 70s for Season 4, I think we're just about to hit 1984 again by Season 5, and then that's going to kind of start setting up the foundation for whatever it is Treyarch has planned for their next Black Ops game. Now, I don't like repeating myself, but I will remind you guys that Fortune's Keep takes place in 1976, the same year that Stitch gets broken out of Rebirth Island by some Perseus agents. Will they end up using that Zombies Rebirth event coming mid-season to kind of explain that? It's certainly possible, but I think things are really going to come full circle with just how the post-launch story of Cold War and Vanguard have been connected this entire time. Now, if you look at the amount of days Season 4 has left here for Vanguard and Warzone, and then you just assume that Season 5 may be the exact same length, what that would actually ensure is that Season 5 would last until the launch of Modern Warfare 2 on October the 28th, meaning that there won't really be a big gap between Season 5 and MW2 like we originally thought, because typically, as we saw with MW 2019, Black Ops Cold War, there was just enough time for a 6th season to happen, which leads right into the release of the new Call of Duty, and then Season 1 of that game will begin right as Season 6 ends. But I think if there is a gap between Season 5 and then Modern Warfare 2's launch, you could be like, oh, well, what's going to happen in that time frame? Well, I think it's either going to be an extended Halloween event or something pretty big, which could happen in Black Ops Cold War, which I've talked about in length in previous videos, which I also have linked down below. We have another crazy report to go over, but first, let's go and take a look at the new update in Cold War, which dropped this past Friday. So this is the Scrap Heap Tracer Pack. As it says, build your kingdom off the scrap of those who came before you. With the Tracer Pack Scrap Heap Bundle, note the blueprints included have blue and red Tracer Fire. So starting off here with the Scrap Junkie skin here for Fuze, a character that really hasn't gotten too many skins in this game. I think he only got one bundle back during Season 6, and we have some dynamite there in his pocket, as you can see, so perfectly fitting here for my channel. And if you guys remember, there was another Junkyard bundle that came out back during, I think, Season 3. That one ended up disappearing from the shop for whatever reason, never really got explained, but I guess if you wanted a bundle like that, we have a replacement here with the new Fuze pack. We then have the Scrapper Blueprint for the MAC-10, one of the best weapons, if not the best, here in Cold War multiplayer, so you definitely won't go wrong using this thing. We have a screwdriver there embedded in the MAC-10 itself, which is hilarious. This weapon is extremely powerful. We then have the Pile Driver Blueprint here for the Stoner, which is what I believe is the best LMG in Cold War. You guys could debate me down below in the comments, but this one is definitely one of the strongest, if not the strongest. And don't forget about the blue and red Tracer Fire on both of these. We then have the Repair Job Charm, which again perfectly fits the vibe and theme of this pack. We then have the Junkyard Feud Calling Card, which is really nice looking. It's not animated though. We then have the Built to Last Accessory, pretty cool looking watch, which is perfect for Fuze. We then have a Black Ops exclusive item in this pack, which I don't think many bundles in Cold War have many Black Ops exclusive items. I know Vanguard does it a lot for that game, but we have a bike that's apparently exclusive to just Cold War. You can't use it in Warzone for some reason. I would have the Scrap Honk Vehicle Horn. Let's see. Let's go ahead and preview that. All right, so nice little tune there for this Fuze pack, but let's take all of this in game. All right, folks, I was gonna put us on the program, but then I forgot you actually can't add bots onto custom games for the program. I'm not sure why that is, so we'll hop into the other Season 6 map, which is America. So here we have it with the wonderful Stoner, which weapon I haven't used in quite some time. I mean, it's just that broken in MP. I almost feel bad for using it. And with the MAC-10, I'm like, all right, once you take out weapons like this in MP, when you're in pubs, you're going to be encouraging the other Gigachads to take out weapons like this as well, and then your match is chalked. So let's take a look at these tracers here in action. Blue and red makes purple, so we'll see how that looks. You kind of get a purple hint of the tracer sometimes, but for the most part, it's just blue and red put together. So almost like a 4th of July tracer bundle as well. I don't think Cold War's getting another one this year, but we know Vanguard definitely is. Got a bunch of bulldozers over there. I used this bundle like twice in public multiplayer. I got a nuke instantly. It's ridiculous. But definitely happy that they're showing Fuze some love. I mean, I highly doubt they would really sell bundles for characters that don't sell. Yeah, the MAC-10 is almost an unacceptable weapon. I think people just forget how good it is because of the Tech 9, but this thing is still ridiculous. And you will very clearly see that in my Zoo Nuke gameplay. We went off for no reason. But yeah. Alright chat, a quick little preview of the Mastery camos on our new blueprints. We first up have gold here for multiplayer, and that looks alright. I think it blends decently. We have diamond, which looks amazing as always. We then have Dark Matter Ultra, which doesn't really look the best on this. I mean, the coverage is decent. Doesn't cover the mag or the stock in the back, but definitely doesn't look bad by any means. We then have the Zombies Mastery camos. We have Golden Viper, which kind of blends in with the kind of dusty, junky type of vibe going with the blueprint. Plague Diamond looks awesome. Not sure if I would really rock this one on this specific blueprint though, because, you know, the purple and pink is kind of just out there with the theme of the blueprint. And then Dark Ether, of course, doesn't have the best coverage. Actually has the exact same coverage as Dark Matter Ultra. Not really a big fan of that, but there we have it there with the MAC-10. We have Golden Viper, which has very little coverage on the Stoner itself. Not really worth it. We have Plague Diamond, which covers nearly all of it. Not too bad at all. Probably the best coverage on the Stoner yet. And then Dark Ether, which also has some very minimal coverage, but at least is better than Golden Viper. And when it comes to multiplayer, regular gold, again, pretty plain, not too much coverage there. Regular diamond, which I think looks the best out of all the camos you can use on this Stoner blueprint. And then lastly, Dark Matter Ultra, which again has some pretty weak coverage on the blueprint. But I've seen mixed answers as to how much coverage you guys do prefer on some of these blueprints and Mastercrafts. Do you want a lot of coverage with your camo or a little bit? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. But that's about it for our Mastery camos. I was about to say, let's hop on to Shironuma Reborn to use the new Fuze bundle. I'm like, oh wait. Can't use Gold or bundles there, but that would have been kind of cool. However, if I ever review any more Vanguard bundles, we'll definitely hop on to Shironuma Reborn for the Zombies preview in that part of the video. But yeah, I'm like, all right, we could use the Stoner, but you guys already know how good the Stoner is in Zombies. You might not know how good the MAC-10 is, though, and it's still disgusting.
even though we're on, what was it, round 2 now with epic rarity. And the thing is, I wasn't aware that this Junkyard bundle, I keep calling it Junkyard, what they call it, the scrap heap. I wasn't aware that it was coming out when it did this past Friday, because the schedule that usually leaks out like shortly before a bundle comes out, that didn't get released this past week. So I guess it was a nice surprise that we got a new Cold War update despite the hectic Season 4 DLC with Fortune's Heap, with Shinonoma Reborn. So the more content, the better. I'm happy to stay busy. You know what, chat? I'm really hoping Modern Warfare 2 has banger bundles consistently. I'm not just talking Mastercraft, but good tracers, reactives, really cool operator skins, worth giving a shot and worth reviewing. I mean, MW 2019 at least had beautiful tracer blueprints, but there weren't any Mastercrafts, weren't really any cool operator skins, because the game was obviously rooted in realism. But I'm really hoping for kind of a blend between how Cold War and Vanguard have done bundles over the past year and a half. All right, look at Sean with this charitable donation of a stoner, so we can actually apply blueprint. It is called the Pile Driver, and there we go. Usually when a bundle contains more than 2 blueprints, like, all right, it's gonna take a minute to use them all in a game of zombies, unless we hit the box or have a friend spawn in with it. But yeah, I remember Forsaken, our RNG was hilarious, trying to go for all the blueprints of the stockpile pack. All right, chat, here is a non-papped MAC-10 against the Megaton. I know it's epic rarity, I get it, but if you still play Cold War, you probably already have the Super Easter egg done. This thing still puts in work, man. Oh, wow. No Ring of Fire, of course. Ring of Fire would have been even faster, but man, the MAC-10 is just too powerful. The attachments this thing comes with by default in the bundle are insane. Yeah, even the stoner non-papped is, ooh, man. Very, very powerful. Loving it. Woo! Do a little Ring of Fire right here, too. Oh, quick that guy dies. Oh, that was instant. That was instant. Oh, my God. All right, here's Tier 1 Pack-a-Punch on our Beauty MAC-10. And obviously, this is the D-Machine Pap Camo. You guys are probably like, oh, use the Pap Camos from Mauer Forsaken. But I'm like, you know, we haven't played D-Machine in a while. Play some D-Machine today. Let's see how good our Tier 1 MAC-10 is. I think that's the cool thing about Cold War is that almost every weapon is viable. I mean, there's a lot of weapons in previous Zombies iterations where you're like, yeah, even while papped, you don't want to use that. But Cold War is like, yeah, we'll give every weapon a chance to at least be somewhat decent on higher rounds. But definitely a fan of how a lot of unexpected weapons in this game are actually somewhat useful. I mean, the fire rate on this thing is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. What can we do against the MWII, chat? Let's take a look. With this nasty MAC-10. Holy God. Does that do much to him? It kind of does. It kind of does. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It definitely absolutely destroys this guy. And goodbye. All right, chat, here is the Stoner Pack-a-Punch at least once. Gotta check out our Psychotropic Thunder here. Yeah, Stoner's really good in zombies. I really don't use LMGs that much, even though they're great. Nothing wrong with using them in zombies. Obviously, this map doesn't have too many mini-bosses, so not too much we can experiment with, unlike some of the newer Cold War Zombies maps. But, damn, I really wish we could have got at least one more map. Oh, there's a Megaton at least. Let's try it. Where's the Megaton? We definitely, I think, would have got something a bit bigger for zombies during year 2 if we didn't have to worry about Vanguard. I think everybody knows that, though. Where's that Megaton? Here we go. Oh, okay, that's nasty. Without ring, that's crazy. That is crazy, chat. There we go. Little ring on there as well. And that's it. Perfect. Obviously, chat, we could be here all day. We could go to tier 3 on both of our blueprints, but I'm like, you know what? It's time to head into some Fortune's Keep. All right, folks, we are on Fortune's Keep, the brand new, beautiful rebirth-sized map. Get some cheeky kills here with our blueprints. Who's over here? I haven't used the Stoner too much in Warzone, to be honest with you. Maybe when, like, I had the numbers blueprint for it a while back. Where's somebody at? MAC-10 we know is amazing in Rebirth, or in Warzone altogether. We knew that already, but who's over here? Oh, yeah, these weapons are unbelievable. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is going to be fun. It's just such a relief, chat. Just really enjoying and looking forward to playing Warzone every day. Because of a nice, fresh new map. Kind of like a fresh group of players that don't exactly know where to camp too much yet. I know there's camping on this map, but It's been a refreshing feeling. And on top of that, PC, FOV, really enjoying Warzone these days. Are you? Yeah. All right, moment of truth. How does Fuze look here in this cutscene? Not too bad, to be honest with you. We have that beautiful RGB striker skin, which is probably still the best skin of year 2, or one of the best. Skin doesn't look too bad here in this cutscene. I always got to analyze that whenever we start up a game of Warzone here, but try to get a couple of kills. I know we don't have a finisher to really preview here, but try to get a couple of kills with our blueprints in some real resurgence. Oh my god. Oh! Missed that throwing knife. Yikes. Ooh. Oh! Oh! I downed him real quick. I have no idea what just happened. He must have jumped down. He did. He's gonna hit me. Oh!
Oh, watch out.
Oh! Oh! His teammate's over here. Got him, wipe.
Now, to end this video off, I want to talk about a rumor that, in my opinion, is probably one of the craziest ones yet, which would be an honest curveball that nobody out there in the world would have ever expected. So, we have the individual Zapped on Twitter, who has posted some early and spicy information from time to time about upcoming Call of Duty content. He went ahead and claimed that, according to sources behind the scenes, Vanguard will apparently get a year 2 of sorts, but it'll be from Treyarch for zombies. And right off the bat, I'm like, okay, I just don't believe that rumor, because considering how tragic Vanguard has been in terms of interest in the community, I don't see Activision at all even wanting to as much as acknowledge Vanguard after Modern Warfare 2 comes out. And if Vanguard isn't getting a Season 5, then what on earth is the likeliness of getting a year 2 at all? I just personally don't see it, but if it is zombies only, the only way I could see that making sense is if they do what they usually do, right? Treyarch will always go ahead and remaster the World at War maps whenever they move on to a new engine. This is for zombies, by the way. So if for some reason, as like a bit of practice session behind the scenes, they remaster Verrucht or Derice for the Modern Warfare engine, then I could see those maybe releasing as bonus round-based maps in Vanguard, but I highly doubt they will release any zombies experiences that contain new Easter eggs and wonder weapons. I don't see them wasting that time, especially considering they're apparently working on a free-to-play 2023 project, which might be a zombie standalone game of sorts featuring remasters and kind of like mutation settings. Then they have their new Black Ops game in 2024. I just don't see how a Vanguard Year 2, if at all, would ever fit into that mix. Now, for those that are also saying, oh, well, Cold War should have got a proper Year 2, and you know, it still blows my mind seeing those comments, because we've gotten 2 multiplayer maps, the return of all Onslaught LTMs, or almost all of them by now, a super Easter egg in zombies, 3 weapons, and the third one is the Scythe that's still coming out soon, along with 15 plus bundles with probably more on the way. That's a lot, and more than I ever expected for a Year 2 in Cold War, especially considering Treyarch has to help Sledgehammer with rank play and zombies in Vanguard, but that's still a lot. And the thing I want to say though is that it probably would have even been more. It probably would have been original new multiplayer maps, could have even been more round-based maps and zombies or something for Outbreak. It probably would have been more if they didn't have to worry about Vanguard with Sledgehammer. So that's the thing, we've already gotten so much, and apparently they're still working on more for Vanguard, and then several other projects alongside all of that. That blows my mind that simultaneously Treyarch could be working on multiple different games that are on multiple different engines. Now that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the latest update in Cold War Year 2 with the Junkyard Fuze bundle? What are you thinking about the possible return of his character in the next Black Ops game? Did he die in Verdansk? And also, what are your thoughts on the strange rumors regarding a Vanguard Year 2? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.